In this video, we're going to look at averages. In this example for number 9 in particular, this is a weighted average. So you guys know that in general, to find an average, you take all the values, add them up, and divide by how many there are. Now you could do that for this, like you could say she makes $7.25 for 2 months. So you could write 725 plus 725 because it means it's happening twice, or you could write times 2 to save yourself some writing. And then for 1 month, he made $7.45. And then for the next 4 months, after he got another raise, he made $7.75 per hour. Now, again, you could write 7.75 plus 7.75 plus 7.75 plus 7.75 because that happened for 4 months, or you could save yourself a little bit of writing and write times 4. Now, we had 2 plus 1 plus 4 for a total of 7 months, and then that's where we can get his average hourly rate over that entire time period. Next up, we have one more example working with averages, but in this case, instead of being given all of the data and asked to find an average, we're given the average and asked to work backwards. So in this case, we know that we have 5 employees, and we know the average of those 5 employees have a daily gross pay of $136. We know the specific pays of 4 of the people, but we don't know the last ones. That's why we're putting in the plus X there. So in general, if you knew that 5th person's pay and then you wanted to find the average, you would add those 5 numbers and divide by 5. That's essentially what we're still doing here, except for the 5th number is an X, and then yes, we are still dividing by 5. And then we set that equal to the average since we know that. So from there, you would combine your like terms. If you add up all those numbers, that's where the 555 is coming from. And then the opposite of dividing by 5 is multiplying by 5. So when we multiply both sides by 5, that cancels out the fraction on the left. And then that's where we're getting the 680 on the right by doing the 136 times 5. And then subtract the 555 from both sides to get our final answer and to get the X by itself.